Hadassah Episode 3, an exciting tale of ambition and intrigue. When they got into the car, Hadassah checked her phone and saw the address that Jude had sent to her phone earlier. She drove as fast as she could to the address. It was a secluded area, cool and silent. The environment was neatly decorated with green and white flowers, giving it a beautiful view from afar. Hadassah entered through the wide gate and quickly came down from the car. She looked around, and it wasn't long before she spotted Jude sitting quietly at a corner of the restaurant, looking anxiously at her. Hadassah was also happy, not because of Jude but because of the concert they were to discuss. She was actually excited mainly because this is the first time anyone showed interest in her music talent and talked of inviting her to a show. She walked bravely into the restaurant, with Bridget tailing behind her. She sat across from Jude. "Welcome, Hadassah. Thanks for coming. What would you like to eat?" Jude asked. "Anything is good. Can we discuss the concert now?" Hadassah replied. Bridget had all sorts of questions popping up in her head as she sat quietly looking at the two people before her. She wondered if Bridget knew the gravity of what she was trying to do. Wasn't this the same girl her father warned about earlier in the morning? Still, she didn't care about her father's threat. She really needed to speak some sense into her brain, but not now. She knew that no matter how hard she tried to stop her, since her mind was fixed on it, she wouldn't stop. Jude called the waitress and ordered Hadassah's favorite meal, white rice and beef stew. "Make it 2 plates, please. One for her and one for me," Jude said, intentionally trying to upset Bridget. "I want Hadassah, not you. Since you decided to tag along, then endure being humiliated by me," Jude thought. Bridget was surprised by what Jude ordered. So, Jude actually knows Hadassah's favorite meal. Wow, he really did impress me, she thought. Hadassah was also surprised by the meal Jude ordered for her, but she didn't comment on it. All she wanted to hear about now was the concert. But she noticed that Jude was cold towards Bridget. So she turned to Bridget and asked, "What would you like to eat, Bridget?" "Anything," Bridget replied, not tearing her gaze away from Jude. How dare he not regard me? Does he really think he can get Hadassah without my consent? I will definitely make you regret what you did today. Bridget seethed with anger towards Jude as she glared at him furiously. Not long after, the waitress came with what Jude had ordered and served both Jude and Hadassah. "Bring us one more plate," Hadassah said to the waitress. "Okay. Enjoy your meal," the waitress said and left. "Speak now, please. She can't wait any longer. She already has her mind on the concert since Jude told her about it," Jude said. "Okay, Hadassah. I thought we were going to talk about it after the meal, but since you want to talk about it now, it's fine. You don't have to worry about the concert. I will personally handle everything for you. All you need to do is prepare yourself for what you are going to deliver. The concert will be held at my church, and many other influential music artists will be there.
Wow.
If you can prepare yourself and deliver well, I believe this is going to be a dream come true for you," Jude said, smiling brightly at Hadassah. "It's fine, I understand, and I believe I can do it. So you have nothing to worry about," Hadassah replied happily. Not long after, the waitress came back with Bridget's meal. As she served her meal, Hadassah turned to the waitress and said calmly, "Please don't add this to his bill. I will pay you." The waitress smiled at her and left. After the waitress left, Jude handed over the invitation card he had prepared for the concert to Hadassah. "Here is the invitation card, so you can go and prepare. Please call me if you need anything." Hadassah took the invitation card and thanked Jude. The rest of the lunch was spent in silence. After their meal, Hadassah called the waitress and paid for Bridget's meal. She picked up her handbag to leave, and Jude asked, "Are you leaving already?" "Of course, yes. What am I still waiting for?" Hadassah replied, turning to Bridget. "Let's go." Bridget stood up, glaring deadly at Jude. "We shall see what your foolishness brings to you in the future," she said to Jude as she prepared to leave. "Wait," Jude replied. "What do you mean by what you just said? Did you call me foolish?" Bridget smiled. Of course, I meant your foolishness. I assure you that you will regret what you did today. Bridget, let's go, please, Hadassah called to Bridget, who was already standing beside her car. She couldn't hear what they were discussing, but she could tell it was about what happened during lunch. Then let's wait and see. I invited Hadassah, not you. Are you supposed to be upset about that? If you truly are angry, then stop being Hadassah's backdrop, mind your business, and stop following her around, Jude replied angrily. What? Me? A backdrop? Bridget was already boiling from within. I swear I will make you pay. Just you wait and see. After speaking back angrily, Bridget rushed out of Jude's presence. Jude looked at her retreating back and scoffed. I am waiting to see what you are capable of doing, he said and sat back. Bridget got inside the car, in the front seat beside Hadassah. What was the meaning of that, Hadassah? Did you intentionally bring me here to be humiliated by that idiot? Hadassah, what exactly is wrong with you? Are you out of your senses? You walked out of the hall without even a certainty of what you wrote, all in the name of music. Are you possessed or what? There are lots of people out there that want this kind of opportunity you have, and you are here taking it for granted. I'm really baffled by your actions towards music. I really can't believe it, Bridget yelled at Hadassah, her anger towards Jude threatening to spill over. Hadassah, on the other hand, was quiet. She stared intensely at Bridget and replied with a smile. Calm down, Bridget. Is your anger towards me or is it towards Jude? 'Cause I don't understand you. I told you that I know what I'm doing. I'm not a kid, I have everything under control. Believe me, will you? Okay. Fine, let's go home. I really need to rest my head, Bridget said. Hadassah started the engine and headed home. To be continued in episode 4, stay tuned, subscribe, like and comment.